Hi, welcome to Senior Savvy. I'm Jane Wells, your host for today's show. Senior Savvy is brought to you by the Oshkosh Seniors Center. And did you know that in addition to watching it on the TV station, you can also listen to us on FM 101.9? So lots of options for you. Excited to share with you about an event that's coming up in October, and we want to make sure you get it on your calendars. And so my guest today is Jeanne Tondryke, and Jeanne's going to share with us a wonderful event that she has helped to create. Hi, Jeanne.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. So tell us a little bit about yourself. Are you from Oshkosh, or how long have you been here? That kind of stuff.
Yes, I am. I was raised in Oshkosh, and I left in 1977. Was gone for around the state and into northern Illinois for 33 years. Came back just 7 years ago. My mother was getting older, and my husband and I were ready to downsize, and we decided to come back to Oshkosh for a period of time. My mother's turning 103 at the end of the month.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
Yeah, so
well,
I'm very
happy
lucky.
birthday, Mom!
Yeah, I'm
very
lucky to still
cool.
have her.
Very
Yep.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. So then, obviously, working around somebody who's a senior and aging has kind of just like been in your life.
Yes.
So you have created this wonderful event, which is what we're here to talk about today. So why don't you introduce it for us just a little bit?
Okay. It's titled The Time of Your Life Expo. It's a senior expo taking place on Monday, October 9th at the Oshkosh Convention Center from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. So the time of your life. Because really, as we age and as, we retire and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of things we don't know, right? So you have kind of gathered many resources in one area under one roof on one day,
Right.
for people to come on in and check out. So why the Oshkosh Convention Center?
Well, actually, it's convenient for everybody,
Right, some good free parking.
Free parking.
Yeah.
We have free admission, of
Oh,
course.
wonderful. Good.
Yes. And the start of the expo, we have 1 hour of coffee and light breakfast.
Yum. So if
come
I
on
come right
early.
away at 8:30, if I haven't had a chance to grab something before I headed out of the house, I can come in and have some coffee and something yummy,
sweets, yes.
something good to eat.
Right.
Okay, so I've never been to an expo before, and a senior expo means that it's obviously the information that's available at the expo is targeted for people over the age of roughly
55.
Okay, right. So everything there is not going to be about kiddie daycare or anything like that. It's all
That's
going to
right.
pertain to things that matter to me in my life.
Right.
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 So, so who would want to come to this expo?
Okay, active adults gathering information for their future years. Retirees, veterans, of course, then caregivers and other family members to gather information. And again, older adults who want to learn the newest and latest.
Right. Well, when you first retire, there's a huge learning curve in terms of what's all out there and what's
Right.
available to do and how do I need to prepare for the next, segment of time,
Right.
all that kind of stuff. But also, I would imagine that people our age who have adults, parents who are aging would also be interested in it. It's not just for the person who is aging themselves, but also for their family members who might want to be learning more about resources that are available out there.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
you don't know what you don't know.
That is so
until you
true.
go from booth to
Yep.
booth and
Right.
say, "Oh, I didn't know about this."
Didn't know I was supposed to be doing that, or didn't know I should be thinking about that.
Right.
Right. So tell us a little bit about what goes on, because it's not just people sitting behind a table going, "Here's my insurance card."
Right, right. Well, not to start with, but at noon, we have a keynote speaker. His name is Romeo Robb, and he has researched and personally used his findings from the internet to go on some fabulous trips and has saved a lot of money.
So he's
that's
going to come on
interesting.
up. He's quite a personality, just all on his own, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes. So he's kind of the highlight or the keynote of mid-event, and he's going to talk about ways to use the internet to find travel secrets.
Yes.
Sort of, kind of. Yeah.
Right.
So in addition to him speaking at noon, there's stuff going on the entire time.
Exactly.
From 8:30 until 2 o'clock.
Exactly. We are expecting at least 700 attendees and have about 80 companies showing their products and services.
Sure.
But we also have health screenings going on.
Wonderful. Now, do I need to register in advance for those health screenings?
Absolutely not. You just
So
show up.
those-
Walgreens will be doing the free flu clinic again.
Okay.
This is our second annual, so they
Yep.
had a great time last year.
And again, they're giving the flu shots out for free.
Free. Yes. If please, if you have a Medicare or insurance cards, bring them along.
Okay.
Because then they're able to send that in.
Okay.
Okay. So also, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking, what other health screenings?
Yes.
Because that's so important.
Yes. Optivision will be doing eye screening, vision screening.
You mean because I need to hold my paper out like this in order to
Maybe.
see it?
Maybe so.
So, yes.
And Connect Hearing will be doing hearing screenings.
Oh, wonderful. So I can get my eyesight checked out, I can get my hearing checked out, or my spouse's hearing checked out, because
Right.
there seems to be my voice that he can't hear, or the flu shot. That's wonderful. And I don't need an appointment.
Absolutely not.
That's great. So I'm just going to walk up to those different areas and say, my turn.
Then, well, I don't even know all the screenings that the different vendors will also have
Sure.
in their booths too. And then we're going to have the usual blood pressure and pulse checks and things.
Which is always really important too, because it is important that we monitor our blood pressure,
Right.
because that's one of those things that, you know, you don't really necessarily feel anything,
Right.
and yet it can lead to all different kinds of health issues.
Right.
Okay, so the health screenings, the speaker at noon. So like the atmosphere there is kind of almost like I want to say party, but that's not quite the right term. But there is a
fair?
a fun
Market?
atmosphere to it, and so a person can come in and then spend time with all the different vendors. There's it's not, there's like so much to do.
Right.
You know, you can go visit some vendors, then you can take a break and sit down and relax for a bit, then you can go to a health screening. But in addition to health screening, you also have other things going on, right?
Yes, we have informative seminars. Yep, and
Which-
let me tell you about a few of them. Yes, we have Dr. Elizabeth Kimbrough from Fox Valley Hematology and Oncology, and she is a doctor in integrative medicine, which one of the things she specializes or procedures is acupuncture.
Oh,
She's going to talk
wonderful.
about that, and I believe they're going to be doing demos at the booth.
So if I don't really, I mean, I think we've all heard of acupuncture, but you know, I'd be lying even right now to say that I know a whole lot about it and what it can all do for a
Right.
person. So that's wonderful. So
And
you
there's-
actually get the doctor herself to
talk
talk
about
about it. Wonderful.
And
So what-
there's other things that I don't even know about. All these new holistic and
Right.
they call it integrative medicine.
right, because you know, it kind of all goes back to that 7 dimensions of wellness that we talk about at the center,
Yeah.
where we aren't just one piece of
Puzzle.
of a puzzle, right?
Yeah.
It takes all of these things in our life
Right.
to make us a whole person. The medical thing, if you have an issue, it's not just impacting one area of your life or of your body.
Right.
You know, how many times do you hear about people who have a knee issue and then they have a hip issue because they've been compensating for the knee issue? You know what I mean? So the integrative medicine pulls it all together. I'm sorry. Okay, what other?
This is exciting.
It
Yes.
is exciting.
We have from Excel Physical Therapy, Robert Runge is going to be speaking on dizziness, balance, and falls.
Oh, yes.
Now, I know falls can be due to various things, but
Right.
dizziness and your balance
Right.
start to pop up. And I know because I was recently diagnosed with vertigo just a year ago.
And it's miserable, isn't
It's
it?
miserable, and
Right.
Bob cured me in like 1 or 2 sessions.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, but as we age, the motion sickness or the motion definitely changes as you age, or your
Yeah.
sensitivity to it, I should say. That's
Yes.
wonderful. And these are really important health topics that people want to know more about.
Right.
Yeah.
We have Lisa Magnuson from Oasis Advisors coming to speak about Wisconsin senior housing and care options, your different options, how much things cost
Right.
on a general scale. Again, Mr. Rob will be talking about long-term care options and financing.
Okay.
We have Hooper Law Office again coming to talk about wills, trusts, and estates.
Which is
That
so
one's so
important.
popular.
Yes, and it's so important that we have things lined up and so that our wishes can really be carried out.
And then we have an interesting woman, Mary Voll from Fond du Lac. She has put a company together called Legacies, and she helps families and people capture and preserve all their memories.
It's
very
like
interesting.
photo memories or film?
Photo, video. Be sure to capture a loved one's voice.
Oh, so she
things.
kind of helps to give you an awareness of maybe some of the things you should be doing while your parent
Right.
is still here, maybe.
Asking questions.
Wonderful.
And writing it
capture
down.
that life
So you're
story.
not sorry later.
Right. Now, are those breakout sessions at specific
Yes.
times, and there will be
Yes.
posters or signage
Right.
all the way around saying
And it's in the
at such and such a
program.
time is this.
Absolutely.
And, okay, so when I walk in the front door of the Oshkosh Convention Center, I am going to get,
You'll first
besides
get
my donut at the table.
yes, you'll first get a tote bag from Humana, who is our tote bag sponsor,
Wonderful.
and a program inside, and we'll see what other kinds of
Okay.
literature,
Yeah.
but just the program to
Okay,
start.
and the program, of course, will have a map of who's where, what particular
Right.
vendor. Because if you don't have a lot of time,
Right.
and you're looking to seek very specific information, you're going to want to go to very specific booths, and so
Exactly.
the map will say, "Oh, these are the ones I want to go
Yes.
to," and then it'll also explain what time the different breakout sessions are happening and where they're happening. Because those don't happen in the general hall.
No.
It would be way too noisy.
in the meeting rooms off the side halls.
Sure, and same with the health screenings. Is that where they're located as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of them. Yeah.
Wonderful, great. So, so we're talking about 700 people being there, but of course it's over the span of time. And I don't think we're anticipating people coming at 8:30 in the morning and staying till 2 o'clock in the
Probably
afternoon.
not,
They are
no.
more than welcome to do that,
Right.
but that's not the expectation.
Right.
So, these things kind of
couple
go through,
hours.
rotating basis,
Right.
and they can come and take in what they want and leave when they want.
Right.
Catch that little bit of breakfast that's there.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So is there anything else? Any door prize? People love door
Yes.
prizes and
Yep.
like to win things.
We sure
and-
do. We'll have door prizes and giveaways throughout the day, and ending the day with a 42-inch TV as our grand prize drawing. And you don't need to be present to win. Just make sure you
Wonderful.
register when you walk in the door.
Okay, so when I come in, there will be a table that will have
We
a
have a
spot for me
registration.
to register, and then does that enter me in all of the drawings or just the
Yes,
grand prize
all
drawing?
of them.
And then you know what? Many times vendors will have drawings at their own table.
Exactly.
In addition to pens, pencils, wipes, goodies, and all those little
Right.
trinkets that we love to gather in those bags.
That's right.
Right? So can you tell me a little bit about who some more of the vendors are that are going to be there? Because I don't think we've touched on that at all.
Okay. Actually, we have it broken down to 5 categories.
Okay.
Housing, independent, and assisted living communities.
Okay.
Okay.
So there'll be all kinds of information on different facilities
Yes.
and what they have to offer.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. What kind of
Exactly.
care is available with each one? Okay.
Exactly. And then probably going with that, if there's more and more people able to stay in their own home but needing a little bit of help, there's many of the home care agencies.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And I want to say too, if you might be interested in even applying to work for the home care agencies, here they are that day. Come and bring a resume.
Sure.
They would love to meet you.
Well, that's wonderful. Too, because sometimes after we retire, we're looking for a little something else to maybe do, and
Right.
and we don't want a full-time job because we just left that gig.
Right.
But volunteering or a smaller part-time job and
Right.
caring for others is a great way to kind of replenish the soul a little bit.
Exactly,
So, yeah.
exactly. And many are going to be there, so bring
Wonderful,
a little, not
good.
a formal resume. Have your name, your phone number, a little bit of your history,
Yeah.
and come ask them some
Sure.
questions.
Sure. Just make that initial connection.
That's right.
Right. So who else is going to be there?
Okay, then, well, of course, we break it down to learning. There's all kinds of learning opportunities, all right? Health is the medical fields, okay? Finance, we'll have financial planners and, well, I think
Yeah.
all kinds of financial things. Long-term care is
Right.
finances,
Sure.
and
Just information on all different
cemeteries,
aspects
yes,
of
yes.
financial stuff. Well, and also, I'm thinking, okay, well, the Oshkosh Senior Center is going to be there, of course. We fall under health, we fall under educational.
That's right.
We fall under many, many different categories. There's also well representation from other community agencies.
Right.
United Way,
That's right.
ADRC will
See,
be there.
They're actually you're and the Senior Center are show sponsors.
Yep.
And then also the Winnebago Health Department. These four agencies,
Yeah.
4 agencies have been helping with suggestions.
You can't do an event like this without the help of some sponsorship.
That's
I
right.
mean, that's the reality of it. So we are very thankful to be a part of it, but then also to have these other entities a part of it as well. So again, I'm caregiving for mom and dad. I don't have a lot of time.
Yes, I want to suggest that this again. We have it's almost like one-stop shopping.
Right.
Get all this together, all the information. Try to get a caregiver. Call a friend.
Right.
Call a relative. People want to help you as a caregiver. Say, can I have 2 hours of your time so I can pop out to the convention
Right.
center, pick up some information. And caregivers, go to the website, timeofyourlifeexpo.com, and plan who you want to see
Right.
and where you want to go. All the information is on the website.
Well, and Jeannie, had you not gathered all those resources under one roof, you think about somebody, like you said, the caregiver, whose time is truly, really restricted.
Yes.
How long would it take them to go view or visit with 10 different entities trying to
Right.
find information? A lot more than 2 hours.
Right.
Here it is, all under one roof. All the resources are there, and you can time yourself. I'm going to spend
That's
10
right.
minutes with each guy or each entity or whatever.
Or grab a card
Right.
and call them later the
Right.
next day.
All right, so let's just quickly review again. Time of Your Life Senior Expo. When is it?
It is Monday, October 9th from 8:30 to 2 at the Oshkosh Convention Center.
Right, and parking is free. I can come in and get my little bag and fill it up with a bunch of goodies.
Admission
and
is free.
Admission is free.
We will have concessions there if
Oh,
you
okay,
want
so-
to buy lunch.
Oh, well, good, because I was worried because breakfast
If
might
you wanna
not
stay
last
all
me
day,
that
no.
long, and now I got to eat again. So,
Yes.
so I can grab a bite to eat while I'm there. Just bring
Exactly.
some cash to pay for it.
Right.
All different kinds of health screenings, which are wonderful and free.
Yes.
And then just loads and loads of information from vendors.
Exactly.
It's going to be a great day. Awesome. So where else can I see this advertised? Or?
Okay, posters will be coming out soon around town. Postcards around town. We are advertising in the Oshkosh Seniors newsletter,
Woo.
Senior Center newsletter, the Current. Lots of advertising will be coming out in the Northwestern, and we will be announcing everything on WSH and WNAM.
Wonderful. And we should say, this isn't just for people who live in Oshkosh or the surrounding
Winnebago
areas.
County.
These are people,
Anywhere.
all over will find it helpful and useful and great information there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jeannie, thank you so much for coming
Thank you,
on to
Jane.
share about this event. Thank you for pulling it all together and having all of those resources for our seniors under one roof.
Thank you.
It's easily to get in and out. If somebody is in a wheelchair, it's no
Exactly.
issue at all.
That's right.
So it's wonderful. We got food, we got stuff to do, we got great information, and it's
Come
all
one,
free.
come all.
Yeah, wonderful. Look forward to seeing you that day.
Thank you. You too, Jane.
All right. So in addition to the Senior Expo, there are other things that are coming up, as you know, at the Senior Center. So I'd like to share with you just a few of the things that we have coming up in September and just a little bit beyond. So it is really important, we talk about the 7 dimensions of wellness. It is really important to be involved in your community and to be aware and educated. So I just want to highlight some opportunities we have for you to do that. There's a program called SALT, S-A-L-T, and really what it stands for is Seniors and Law Enforcement Together. And Officer Joe Nichols from the Oshkosh PD comes in, and he is there to share with the group that comes in, and anybody is welcome to come to this. It's on the second Tuesday of the month from about 9 to 10 a.m. over at our South Building. And he'll share with you new scams that he's heard about. It's also an opportunity for you to bring in things that might be happening within your neighborhood or just concerns you have about the community in general. But really, it's a chance for the senior population to work closely with the police department on issues that affect seniors. So come on down, second Tuesday of the month, 9 to 10 a.m. Another way to get really involved in the community and in our state and in our country, Representative Gordon Hintz has office hours at the Oshkosh Seniors Center. Come on down and get involved. And he is there on Fridays. He'll be there Friday, September 26th from 10 a.m. till 12 p.m. Again, this is in our South Building. He'll also be there Friday, October 27th from 10 to 12. 2 hours. He's sitting in a room. You can come on in and have a conversation with him. You can bring issues. You can ask what's going on or questions that you might have that need answering. Talk about access to somebody right there who's involved in our state government. We also have social things going on, of course, at the Oshkosh Senior Center. We have our eat and greet, and we're roasting some hot dogs, some good old pork and beans, kind of the last big fling of grilling out for the season. And excuse me, that will be on Thursday, September 28th. We serve the meal at 11:30. And that has moved over to our South Building. It used to be in our North Building, but now the meal is served in our South Building. Right after the meal, come on over for popcorn and a movie, and we have a great afternoon that day. One of our big events coming up is just a little bit further out than September. It is our Oktoberfest on the Fox. So we want to thank Bella Vista, who is one of our premier sponsors of that. And it's just a great day to come on out and celebrate fall and have some good time. We are going to have lunch tickets available starting right now for $8 at the Oshkosh Senior Center, and we will only be selling those in advance. They will not be available the day of the event. We are once again very fortunate to have Roxy preparing our food for us. They're going to make a fine German meal. And again, the tickets for that are only $8. The rest of Oktoberfest is free. There will be cars out in the parking lot for a car show. Of course, there's cars in the parking lot, but this is a car show in our parking lot with fancy cars. And those of you who were there last year know that it was really quite interesting. And many of the people who own these vehicles are standing right next to them. Talk about taking a trip down memory lane or seeing a hobby that somebody has that really does leave you in awe because it's art. Oshkosh Memorabilia Club will be there. You want to talk about things that stir up memories. Anything they have has somehow an association with the city of Oshkosh. And it's amazing what the collections all contain. These are people's private collections that they bring in to share. Of course, what good would Oktoberfest be without some pa music? And we are having Helmut and Darlene Presser coming in and sharing their musical talents with us, and we'll be able to sing along and press the old accordion right along with them. And new this year, those of you who are cookers or bakers out there, is a German dessert contest. So if you are pretty good at making something that's a German dessert, bring it on down, enter it into the contest. We have some judges lined up to taste test that, and we'll see. It's all just for fun, but what the heck, let's do it. All right, so Oktoberfest, Wednesday, October 4th, 2017, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Now, like the Expo, you can come for all of it, you can come for part of it. The meal you do need a ticket for, though, and that will be served at 11:30. But the whole event is from 10 to 1. Just come on down and have some fun with us. The Valley VNA Flu Shot Clinic is coming back to the Oshkosh Senior Center. That will be October 11th and October 25th. No appointments are necessary. Medicare Part B and most Medicare Advantage plans will cover the cost of the vaccine. So come on down and take care of those flu shots for the season. Valley VNA Senior Services also does supply or offer nail care services at the Senior Center. So come on down, get your flu shot, get your nails done. What the heck? Have some food? Who knows? There's all kinds of things going on. Lastly, real quickly, excuse me, get on your calendar. Excuse me, the Golden Tones Holiday Concert, Saturday, December 9th, 2 o'clock p.m., Oshkosh Senior Center North Building. If you've never heard the Golden Tones before, this is a fabulous concert to bring your children to, your grandchildren to, anybody. It's beautiful music. It really gets you in the spirit of it. We have free cookies and refreshments afterwards, and we just ask for a donation for that. There's no tickets for sale. There's no admission fee. But again, that is on Saturday, December 9th at the Oshkosh Senior Center. There's so much more coming up in addition to those few things that I mentioned. We're rolling into November, which is going to have a Veterans Day event, which is going to be a little bit different this year. So stay tuned for details on that. And then, of course, we always have some holiday parties. We have Marshall Potter and Paula Steiner coming in December to sing. I believe it's December 7th. So all these things are upcoming. Make sure you check out The Current, which is our newsletter. Come on down for Oktoberfest. Make sure you get out to that Senior Expo. I'll be there. Other representatives from the Senior Center will be there. Jeannie will be there. Track her down. Tell her you saw her on Senior Savvy. Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Thank you for watching Senior Savvy, and we'll see you next time.